So it turns out someone did a response to the Gina Carano rant, a video that only has less than 200 views at the moment. And when I looked at how long he goes over it, it takes him 2 hours to analyze it on one of his live streams. Well, I was told I'd be getting some heat for it. Looks like I got it. So here's Cute Fuzzy Weasel. And truthfully, I am not going to attack him. His channel looks like a good subscriber base. It looks like his videos are well made. And judging from what I see in his other Feeding the Troll series videos, seems like someone I'd like to follow. Good for this guy. But looks like I'm a troll? People really think I'm a troll? I guess that Gina Carano video is a definition of a troll video, but I'm more just speaking my mind. And if you like it, you agree, great. You don't agree or you strongly disagree, then truthfully, I welcome being told why you think I'm wrong. I'll play some response clips and go from there. And honestly, he made me laugh a lot when going over just a few seconds of what I say. I mean, he sometimes goes off for lengthy spells over just a phrase or just a few words, as you'll sometimes see.
So this particular video does not necessarily appeal to me off the bat. But this is a patron request that I've been sitting on for about a month. And they just recently changed their video to this.
Okay, so someone requested Weasel on Patreon to go over this. Someone must have really gotten pissed off by what I said about the Gina Carano video. Hey, looks like I've created a job while certain people in power have been taking jobs away. And I hope you got a good payday, Weasel. You deserve it. And I'm honestly more wondering what was the other video that got changed into mine. Oh well, let's move on.
Desert Coyote 22 does videos primarily like what you might find on Midnight's Edge or some other fucking channel. Basically, anything that's not going exactly their way is the end of the fucking world as we know it.
Really? I thought I've calmed down a lot. And I mean, a lot of people probably remember old videos I did on like kids networks I made when I was in my late teens, early 20s. Or, of course, the Kids Bop rants. Videos I've since deleted because I didn't share the same sentiments anymore. And they made me seem closed-minded and prudish. So, okay, Weasel, if you're watching this, I can agree with you if that's what you remember about me. Some of the older videos that I did keep were the ones defending bronies, furries, and openness to gay characters in popular media. And even during the beginning of the pandemic, I actually was pissed off at people for not following the stay-at-home rules, because we both agree we want this pandemic to be over. And I've also tried doing coherent videos where the presentation and flow is better and I give better analytical thoughts. Maybe you'd like the one where I talk about how much I don't like church music. Or simply talk about rock metal songs I feel are overrated. Or maybe you'd like the one where I responded to a flat earther adamantly trying to prove to me the moon was transparent and I destroyed him with actual footage that I took through my telescope. Oh well.
All right, let me adjust those a little bit.
Jumping on the Gina Carano bandwagon in hopes to get some clicks.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Don't fucking lie.
Damn. You caught me, man. Secret's out. Man, I totally made a clickbait title when I said I wasn't making a clickbait video. That's what everybody does. You realize the absurdity and how stupid this is.
Yes, I agree. I am blown away by how stupid this feels because I'd much rather be fucking writing, but I said I was going to fucking do this.
You got to get paid, right?
Female, you're crapping on the original trilogy. Don't get me wrong, I think it's shallow marketing. Because that's what it is. It's shallow marketing. But it's not fucking crapping on the original trilogy. People wearing a shirt, the Force is female, are not taking a big diarrhea dump on the original trilogy. They're not. Grow up, man. They're fucking movies. It's not like they're taking Sharpies to history books. They're just movies. You don't even have to consider them canon.
Now, he does go off about Star Wars, and for the most part, we actually kind of agree on certain things. But look, I didn't hate The Last Jedi because of the Force's female gimmick, which even you admit was shallow marketing. I hated The Last Jedi because it was a shitty story that made little sense, and it made the sequels into a mess, something you also agree with. I just didn't want to turn this one into an essay about how much I don't like Last Jedi. I wanted to just kind of point out the fan acceptance of Cara Dune overall versus the fan acceptance of Rey. And after a few more minutes of back and forth stuff about Star Wars and whatever about fan fiction, finally we get to the good stuff. Uh-oh, she doesn't play by Hollywood's rules. Wait. She has differing opinions. Oh, what?
Yeah, she had some different opinions, all right.
What? She's showing views right of Chairman Mao?
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off with your bullshit. This is another guy, another person who thinks that if you don't agree with everything that fucking Trump says, you're a communist.
No, I didn't agree with everything Trump said. I was just trying to make somewhat of a joke. Clearly, you didn't like the joke. I get it. But I was never 100% a Trump supporter to begin with. And, I mean, I talk with a lot of people who have differing views than I do. And I don't think they're communists.
Chairman Mao. You don't know. I would be willing to bet this guy only knows two things about Chairman Mao. Bald head, Cultural Revolution, and maybe a third thing would be China. He doesn't know jack shit about all the other bad shit the guy did.
Of course, I know how much of a dictator Chairman Mao was to his own people, and how much of his own people died because of him.
Give me a fucking break.
The election. What? Wait. She's making fun of masks on social...
Yeah, don't make fun of masks. You need to fucking wear masks. We need to get rid of this fucking shit. And maybe I'd be able to go outside by now. Maybe if you took masks fucking seriously, I wouldn't have to be in this fucking box still. Maybe we could have fucked this thing up by fucking October or some shit.
Dude, I fucking agree with you on that. I mean, obviously, you don't know me. You don't know what I do in real life. I work in a place that's really restrictive, where you must have to have your mask on outside, and I still comply. All right? I'm just making fun of the fact that Gina made fun of stuff on social media. Like, my God, man, just let me make my point across before you go off on a tangent on just a couple words that I say. I agree with you. I'm sick of this shit too. And here's the thing. Every time I go to the store, I wear a mask, all right? I do comply. I've social distance. Like, it's not like I've been actively being defiant in this pandemic, all right? But even as compliant as I've been, I've still tested positive. So that's what has led me to think that, you know what? Maybe these mandates and rules don't work like people think they do. And that's my opinion. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I got it. Let's get back at her for criticizing cancel culture and proving cancel culture doesn't exist by petitioning and getting her fired.
It wasn't just a petition. It wasn't just a fucking petition.
That makes perfect sense. I kid you not. As I'm typing this thing, the stupid grammar corrector is suggesting I don't use the phrase criticizes cancel culture.
Okay. What are you using? You're saying, are you using Grammarly or are you using spell checker? Are you spelling criticizing cancel culture with a Z?
Bitch, I say what I want.
Well, you don't have to, like, follow its advice. You don't have to.
Again, you're going over some of the just most minute things that I'm saying in the video, and maybe I'm just a bad writer because I was trying to make a little bit of a joke or trying to add some bad humor to it, I could admit, but I don't take my rant seriously. I may say what I want to say, but I don't take the videos that I put on this channel really serious. If I did, I would invest a lot more time and put more content out on a more regular basis, but I don't because there's other things in my life that I am also enjoying doing. And I don't think you want to take what I'm saying seriously at all. You'd rather not spend 2 hours of your life going over a shitty rant that I did. But, as said in Wayne's World, it's like people only do things to get paid.
I can't believe you have to say shit like that, too. I mean, remember when, like, I want to say it was like 10 years ago, and even during the Trump administration, really, where if you said this shit, where if you said, like, if you brought up, like, well, isn't this fascist? People would laugh and go, hey, Godwin's Law. Well, dude. Oh, but when it's on his side, it's fine. When it's his side bringing up Godwin's Law, when it's his side bringing up Godwin's Law or violating Godwin's Law, it's fine. But when it's on the left, that's when there's problems. It's all hypocrisy.
Right. There is hypocrisy on both sides. We can agree on that. And good job for pointing out mine, apparently. And look, if I feel something is done by either side, I say it, whether it's left or right. I know you think that I'm exclusively conservative, but I'm really not. Now, Gina making a transphobe tweet? You mean when she said, I want my pronouns to be beep, bop, boop? Or something like that? She was making a Star Wars joke. Beep, bop, boop? R2-D2, anyone? Okay, sure. Could it be seen as a transphobe remark? Okay, I can see that, as I do have family members who are trans. They're very serious about their pronouns. You want to be called by what you want to be called? Great, I'm happy to do it. If you're happy, I'm happy. And that's the deeper problem, and why this story keeps making the rounds everywhere. What did Gina say?
Is it still making the story? Is it still making the rounds? It's been like 3 weeks now.
Okay. She said on an Instagram post, Jews were beaten in the streets not by Nazi soldiers but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews.
Which is not the same. Conservative views, like the fucking far right bullshit, is not a religion. It's not an ethnicity. It's not an orientation. It's literally saying that masks don't do anything and buying into election fraud is not the same. It is not the same.
How is that any different from hating someone for their political views?
How is it not any different from hating someone for their political views? First of all, I don't hate anybody. I'm not gonna fucking go out and find a right-winger and like attack them. Okay? Second, if your views are hate, this is like you need to be tolerant of my intolerance. No, you don't.
And first of all, my views are not hate. Even if I think you're an intolerant idiot, which I don't think you are, Weasel, I stand for your right to say what you want to say. I'm not the biggest fan of censorship at all, and as we eventually do get to in later parts of this rant, I'm merely pointing out how I feel one side seems to get away with saying what they say while another side doesn't. And if you're on the wrong side of it, people are actively trying to get you gone. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You can see how I'm handling your replies. I'm not just instantly triggered and thinking, oh my god, he's wrong. No, okay, I welcome the discussion. So if you're saying it's because there's hate and intolerance coming from this one side of you, then I'm happy to hear why you think that's the case. I did not think there was anything hateful or phobic coming from Carano, but I definitely saw the hate coming from Jack Morrissey when he suggested all MAGA kids be put in a wood chipper, or I saw the hate from Kathy Griffin when she posed with a picture of a decapitated Trump head. And if you're going to tell me that's just a joke, I didn't need to take it seriously, which I didn't, but I admit there were people on the right that did, then at the end of the day, we have two sides saying, come on, we don't need to be offended over everything. Which, in that case, I say that is fantastic. Hey, let's praise what we mutually like and what we're fans of, and let's bash what we mutually don't like over a couple beers when the stupid pandemic goes away. So this has just covered the first 30 minutes from this 2-hour live stream analysis, and I know that when we go further in, there's going to be some stuff I said he's not going to respond well to, and the cycle's going to continue. And Weasel, if you're watching, hopefully you can see I'm cool with what you did, and I probably had a lot more fun listening to you react to me than you did over what I said. You can catch the rest of his video in the description, and honestly, look, if you enjoy coherent, well-thought videos rather than just some 30-something talking with a shitty mic, then I encourage you to check out his channel and enjoy him bashing other trolls. Which, I guess I am one now? I'm Desert Coyote 22, thanks for listening.